Yes, y'all, I'm here. I am alive and I'm kicking. And let me tell you something. This is something I really didn't care about this week. I mean, really didn't care about. Gigi Hadid was arrested with her friend because they had a little bit of weed on them in Bahamas. Yeah, and they paid $1,000. And it's not going to be on their record. But I don't care. I really don't care. I even don't care that I don't care. No, I don't care. So stay tuned to see what I cared about.
Welcome to the GBA podcast, where guilty by association meets gritty.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the GBA podcast, Guilty by Association meets Gritty Blissful Ambiguity. And I am your hostess, Rain. Y'all better make sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, leave a review if you are consuming this on Apple. If you are listening on Spotify, you can even leave a comment, but you can also hit me up on YouTube and leave us a comment. Oh my gosh, did I ever say I'm so annoyed by cleavages? Like so annoyed. I always have to fix it, even when I don't have to fix it. But that's just another thing. So the superhero award this week goes to singer Monica. And for those who don't know who singer Monica is, y'all got some serious homework to do, because Monica's been around for 90 years? What? Dang, bro, I was a baby. Okay. Wow. So what? So don't take it personal is actually that old? Goodness. Okay. I get over it. I'm over it. Done. So my girl Mo was performing in Detroit at a festival with Ashanti. I think Saucy Santana was there. DJ Envy was there. Some other people were there. And there was a fight going down in the audience. It looked like a guy was allegedly swinging at a girl, and it looked to her like they don't even know each other like that. So while Mo was on stage, this was going down. She just decided to jump into the audience and started hitting the guy. Like, Mo does not have a problem knocking a mofo out if he deserves it. By all means, like, you go, girl. So because she obviously jumped in, the security had to jump in. And then when she was back on stage, she just apologized, and she let him have it. She actually told him how wrong it is to lay hands on a girl, and she felt triggered. And first of all, I want to say kudos to her and respect to all of this honesty and being open and being actually who she is, And I love Monica, always have, always will, and now even more so. But what I don't like, what to me is absolutely insane and crazy. How is this that a woman, a girl, actually a public figure who was there to perform, had to jump in from stage and put herself in danger? Wait a minute. Like, where y'all at? Why nobody try to help or separate those people? Regardless if they knew each other or not. Makes no difference. I just think it's crazy that a woman who was actually doing work had to jump in. This could have gone so wrong in so many ways. But thankfully nothing happened. And that's it. But to me, it's still like I can't get over that fact. I really can't. But time is valuable, so I gotta move along. And I just, every time, you think you know it all, they surprise you because they're like on the go now with all the AI and all the machines and all the devices and everything, and especially China. Like China is always good for a surprise. So primary school in China, they're using um they're using headbands, but special headbands at school. It's like AI headbands, of course. And these bands, they can measure your brain data. They can analyze your brain data. So the kids are wearing these headbands, and the headbands basically snitching on them, sending brain info, neural info, neural data right to the teacher's computer and to the parents in real time, telling them if the children are paying attention, if they're zoned out, if they're daydreaming, if they don't want to be there, just the fact that they're not focused. And this is absolutely crazy. The interesting part is it comes with some lights. So when the light is red, that means they're paying attention, which is really interesting why they chose the color red for attention. I thought the color red would be like, okay, hold on, stop, don't go. But the color white is that. So if the bands happen to be white, that means those kids are not focusing. And according to the teacher and the kids, this helps them. This pushes them to work harder and ups their grades. This was the interesting part of this is this was invented by an American company, startup company, but China implemented it. And will this come to us? Maybe. It's just really crazy. I always used to think, like, because now with the inclusion and all at schools, you have autistic children, you have children with ADHD, you have children with all mental issues, concentration problems, dyslexia. These kids get easily distracted, and a red light, would be distracting, or is this something that they get used to? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if I like this. I think this is like too much. I think it's good. These kind of things are good to test maybe the concentration levels of kids. I would definitely do that kind of test. I would wear that hairband and like, okay, like check me out. Am I focused? Because I do feel like I can't stay focused for too long on something, especially not if I don't enjoy it. So yeah, I feel like these kind of like tests on your brain and to tell you, okay, you need to work on this or that. I get that, but I don't know if this is something that kids should be wearing daily. And then is this really helping them? Is this really pushing them for the right reasons though? Or is this like, are they just scared because maybe they get in trouble with their parents? Maybe their parents are a little bit more stricter because disciplinary measures differ from culture to culture or country to country. I have no idea, but all I'm saying is I do not know if this is a good idea. We all know about the what do you call it, all the wildfires that are going on, like in Europe, like Greece, and then obviously Canada had all of that. We talked about it. But what's happening now, like in this extreme drought, the craziest drought, the driest drought, in this insane heat wave in Arizona. There is a Saudi Arabian company, and they are pumping unlimited water, groundwater, from a particular area for their farms. And what are they farming? Because they rented or leased or even maybe bought land in Arizona for their farms. To make farms for all of this water, this unlimited water that they have access to, because there are no real regulations in Arizona about the water. So they like drying out even other people's wells, which is absolutely crazy. Like, you can like literally go anywhere and just pump water. Anyhow, so they are growing alfalfa. And alfalfa is very, very water consuming. Same, like, avocados is another fruit that needs a lot of water to grow. Absolutely crazy. And this plant is used for grazing, hay, and animals eat it. It's the most water intensive crop ever. And they send it back to Saudi Arabia, for their animals and to do whatever that is that they need to do over there, which is absolutely crazy. And the Arizonians, is that how you call them? I'm not really happy about it because, as I already said, they drying out their own waters. And this company, Monte, is owned by the biggest dairy company in Saudi Arabia. And why, you would ask, don't the Saudis just grow alfalfa in their own country? Well, that's illegal. Why? Because it takes too much water. I thought this is so funny, and it's actually not funny, but it is funny. So you illegalize something, and this is not just the Saudis who do this, right? This is like plenty countries who operate this way. And it's so funny how, again, we're talking double standards here, which are obviously a given these days. With cancel culture comes double standards. So it's absolutely hilarious to me that it's illegal. You make it illegal in your country, but now you're going somewhere else, like far, far away, and you're just taking people's water because you found the loophole. There is always a loophole somewhere to pump as much groundwater as you want, but you don't care about the locals who might have farmland as well, and they might have their own plants and animals and whatnot, and they need their own water. But you need alfalfa, and that's way more important. It's just really crazy. And crazy is how we continue, because last week I was speaking on the BBC presenter, Hugh Edward, who was allegedly paying a teenage boy for nude pictures and all kinds of stuff. Like, there are so many things coming out, but he came on and said, yo, bro, it's not like that. So there is a lot going on. Like, there is a lot of people accused right now, some rightfully so, others not. No idea what to think right now. I just hate this playing around with these kind of topics, of abuse, and also with the whole Carly Russell thing, like pretending you're being abducted, making people believe that you're in danger, your life is in danger. I have a big issue with that, because this is why when women in particular, men as well, but when women, let's say, have a stalker or have somebody who follows them or are in a very uncomfortable situation, and you do reach out to the authorities, they don't believe you easily. They say, oh, nothing happened. We can't do anything because nothing happened. This line, y'all, frustrates me so much, because to me, well, yeah, you're supposed to do something, although nothing happened, but make it stay that way. Keep it that way. I don't want something to happen. But you're telling me that something got to happen first before you get involved. But this is crazy to me. This whole thing, like, sometimes logic is not logical. How do you want something to happen, and this is when you're going to do something about it, but then it already happened? Then you cannot prevent it. Then it's too late. And then what? Like, what? Seriously, what? This is another thing. This really, 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 really gets me mad. And I don't want to stay here too long, because the longer I stay here, the more mad I will get. And to me, I just don't understand it for the life of me. Like, instead of like changing some laws and making some useful adaptions, no, we're rather changing other laws. It's just absolutely insane. And staying on this matter of being, I can't. I just really can't. This whole craziness. This is really crazy. This whole episode is crazy. It just should be called crazy. That's it. It's a crazy podcast, crazy episode. Anyways, so it's also something that's absolutely frustrating. India has been in the news for Manipur has been in the news. It's a place in India. There is a lot of uproar going on. There's a lot of protests and a lot of violence going on. Religious groups are beefing. What else could it be? But it's been going on for months now, and people had enough, because there was also like a shutdown of the internet. That's why we're just hearing about it now. This incident in May, where a group of men dragged two naked women across the street and paraded them, and then ended up gang-ring them on some fields. I'm just so done. I mean, there was like a group Ring years ago on a bus of a girl. Like India is always in the news about this. And India is one of the countries that has the biggest populations. Y'all need to do something about your politics. Y'all need to do something about your morals and values. Y'all need to teach your people. Y'all need to teach your men that women are not just some objects that happen to be on this earth as at your disposal. I feel like there is a lot of education that needs to happen around the world. But when you do have a big country and you want to be a big player in this world, then you got to do something about it. You got to be on point with, and I'm not gonna say with the West, because obviously people are lost their minds here too. They're on some other crazy stuff. But like, teach your people. This is not okay. It's not okay. And I always say, as long as you're not affected, you don't give an ish. And that is so wrong, because you could be affected tomorrow. You could be affected next week. Literally, this could have been your sister. This could have been your mother. This could have been your daughter. This could have been your wife. I don't understand it. I really don't. It's crazy. I don't know how many times I said the word crazy here, but hey, who cares, right? Who cares? I came across something that I found really interesting, and that is the Ikea effect. Have y'all ever heard of the Ikea effect? So, and I'm not talking about the Ikea effect that when you walk into an Ikea store, you have to literally walk around the whole area. There is no shortcut to get out, because they're smart. They want you to see anything, just in case when you see something, you might like it and buy it, or just in case you remembered that you needed to get something and it just appeared and now you're purchasing it. Not that Ikea effect. I'm talking about, there was a study done in 2011. And that study had two groups of people. Group number one, they were supposed to just look at a piece of furniture, and group number two had to assemble said furniture. And then they asked both groups how much they would pay for that particular furniture. Group B wanted to pay 63% more than group A. My gosh, I'm so confused, yeah, because I'm supposed to fly out in a few hours, and I still got so much to do, but gotta be disciplined, gotta show up, gotta show out, gotta record this. But yeah. And as y'all know, never ever or hardly ever something goes according to plan. But yeah, back to the IKEA effect. So group B who assembled the item, they would pay 63% more. And that has proven to them that labor leads to love. Okay, they fell in love and would have paid more, so they valued the furniture more because obviously they put the work in. They had to do all of this, so kind of like it's almost like they yeah, it grows on you, and I do believe that. And this is the same thing. This is why they also say that when you do something, make sure to put a lot of effort into doing it, because this is how you appreciate it more. This is how you like it more. And this is really true. Like the more effort you put in, the more you're gonna feel attached to something. And this is the thing, like, the attachment to something, time, effort, labor, whatever you want to call it, that you put in, this is what makes you get attached. So yeah, next time you have a project that you're working on, or if it's your business or whatever, work a little bit harder and enjoy what you do. And then, and then, and then, and then, I don't know what then you might like it more. Who knows? No, I just wanted to share this because I thought this was interesting. And if you can't relate, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you can't relate, that's a good opportunity to try and see for yourself. So, as I said, like Monica got the superhero award this week, and I do have another award to give to Colombia's first Black female vice president, Francia Marquez. She wants to introduce Swahili to school in Colombia. She wants people in Colombia to learn Swahili. Swahili, for those who don't know, is spoken in Africa. It's a language. It's spoken in Kenya. It basically 200 million people in the continent of Africa speak Swahili. I didn't even know it was so many. Crazy, absolutely crazy. And she wants to introduce it to schools in Colombia, and she also wants to send teachers or have some collaboration with Africa where they go over there and teach Spanish. Why? Because this is really important. Obviously, Africa is big time on a come up, not just on a come up there. Like they came up. It's been a long time, but they team it up with a lot of other countries. There is a lot of things happening, even like the tuna fish business, which is a billion-dollar business, billions of dollars worldwide, is even up their game, because now it's where people in Africa who are fishermen and fish for tuna could get paid more, because due to this lucrative business, and Africa is in a position now where I think they can move a little bit more, differently, and actually have some demands sometimes, at least, you feel me? Just sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. And I think that's amazing. I think that's absolutely amazing. I gotta learn some Swahili now, gosh. Well, I believe, I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. I believe Swahili is easier to learn than Mandarin. Mandarin? I don't even know how you say that. Oh gosh. And then there is so many different Mandarins. But then again, every country has so many different dialects and accents and different things. Like, I mean, if you use the Arabic language, bro, we have like 14 words for the word heart. And don't ask me for the words because I don't know. Like, you can say heart in 14 different ways. That's all I can say. This is absolutely crazy. So yes, I'm happy. I'm happy that Africa is so, you know. And it can't. We have to bring Ye in there. So Kanye, he didn't do anything, I think, this time. He didn't do anything. No, he didn't. He really didn't. Leave him alone. Leave Kanye be. Leave Ye be. But Adidas started or are selling the leftover Yeezys from the time when Ye was speaking his truth last year. And they already have 4 million orders. Can you believe that? 4 million orders. That's absolutely amazing. And that's when you say certain things you can cancel anybody, I guess, for whatever that is that they're done for the duration of time. I don't know who decides this, how long somebody's actually canceled, because a lot of people came back. We know Amber Heard came back. Nobody wants her back. There was even a petition. I don't know if anyone made a petition down for Kanye, but don't do it. Don't run with this idea. Leave him alone. So I think this just goes to show absolutely, somebody's work is valued. Like if I was Kanye, I'd be like, yeah, and y'all wanted to get rid of me. That's what you get. Okay, but I guess they can sell it so they're making that money, and this will be like over 500 million, 562 million. Was that the number? I'm not too sure about the correct number, but it doesn't matter. 4 million orders they say they received, allegedly. But they wouldn't lie about this, would they? I don't know. Everybody lies these days, so who knows? The UK, since they Brexited out of the EU, they said finally we're looking for all our citizens to give up their maroon passport, the EU passport, and get a new one, the blue one. We want the British passport, want nothing to do with the EU. We left the EU years ago. But all of those people who still have valid passports are supposed to pay and get a new one until the end of 2024. Everybody should have a blue passport in the UK. What do y'all think? You want me, so my passport is valid, still good. You want me to pay for it and get a new one. I don't want a new one. I'm good with my old one. Why do you have to pay to get a new passport? Because you said so. You pay for my passport. No, I don't know. Some problems, yeah, are just so like, sometimes it's just like cray. Like it's not even worth it. It's really not even worth it. But yeah. Actually wanted to address something real quick before I come to the random fact. I've been having some talks like I always do with people, with some friends, with some acquaintances, with some colleagues, with everybody around. And I just need to say, sometimes we feel bad and we feel guilty for wanting to distance ourselves or losing people who are not good for us. Like people who are not good for us, meaning people who cause us stress, pain, who cause drama, people who basically don't allow you to be okay and who don't want to see you okay. People who, I don't know, like treat you like punching bags, treat you however. I feel like I just wanted to say, because I am one of those people and I'm learning a lot and I'm trying to get, like, I got so much better. I was really terrible years ago and I still not 100%, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's getting better and better and better and better and better. I'm somebody who I'm somebody who deals with a lot. You know, like I take a lot from somebody, but I always say to the people, don't push me to the point of not caring. Because when I get to the point of not giving a cup, I don't care. When I get to that point, I don't care anymore. Like I'm literally detached emotionally. And this is the thing. This is why I always say to people, stop pushing people to that point because it might not be what you want. And people take advantage of people who, you know, are very easygoing, give you a lot of space to actually mentally and emotionally abuse them. And I just want to say, because I was talking to a friend, and it's okay to let people go who are causing you emotional and mental distress. You don't need them. That's just poison. And this is the thing, like we're quick to spit out food that we don't like, but we just allow people for no good reason in our life, because there is no good reason. What is a good reason that you keep a toxic person around? What is a good reason? Oh, I guess maybe if he pays all your bills, I guess you could say that. But what if he doesn't? What then? And you know what? There is no money in this world that could make me stay within NAR. I cannot say the word. Can I? Narcissist? Can I say that word? Can I? However, I just put it out there. Maybe somebody needs to hear it. Ooh. Okay, so now. Oh, yeah. Okay, now let's get to the what do you call it? Now let's get to the random fact, and the random fact is really cute this week, actually. So a male penguin proposes to a female penguin, to his girlfriend, by finding the nicest rock and throwing it in front of her feet. And if she picks it up, that means yes. And then they're gonna run off into the sunset and marry, however that works in the penguin world, and live together happily ever after. I thought that was cute. So that's it for me this week. I'm out of here. Next episode, I will be in another country, but I'll still be here. Well, not here, but I will be on the screen. And hopefully not so much all over the place like today. And I wish you guys a great week. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to tell your friend to check out this pod and maybe learn a thing or two, get mad about a thing or two, or just listen and enjoy. Anywho, you can find me on all streaming platforms. You can find me on, where else can you find me? Oh yeah, on YouTube, on all social media platforms, literally almost everywhere. So see you guys next week. Take care. Peace.